Warriors, rise. Major pain ahead. Here's exactly what I'm doing.
I ain't gonna give in now, I just gotta live this now. I ain't gonna beam and I'ma kill this stuff real quick. I'ma go take it to town, cause I gotta be that king in their beam. And I'm not getting mad when I'm back with the whip, cause I am just up on the journey. Know that I'm just going insane.
Warriors, rise. Grand rising warriors. We got major pain ahead, and I'm going to break down exactly what we're doing. This type of economy is one of my favorite things to understand and to be in, because this can absolutely and radically change your family's financial and generational future. Financial, not financial. Financial. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health, mindset, crypto, and business coach in the world. Remember, what you believe in your heart, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in the subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in the subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. And I want to show you why I stay so calm during the major dips like this. But I'm telling you, major pain is coming. Everybody's preparing for it. The news is preparing for you. But the problem is with the news is this starts to instill massive amounts of fear. But beyond the fear narrative, we have a major, major problem with our economy. China's on the verge of collapsing, which was supposed to be the new superpower. America's dollar is absolutely worthless now. America's GDP versus our debt is backwards. Our debt to income ratio is upside down. So if America walked into a car dealership, they literally could not buy a car with a unbalanced debt to income ratio. The only way they can keep this going is to keep debt in the system and start printing. So with the raise of interest rates, Fed Jerome Powell said he's going to aggressively start using the tools, and they're going to work to push us into some major pain when feds try to bring down inflation. Okay, the Fed Jerome Powell on Friday pledged, this was last week, that central banks use their tools forcefully to attack the inflation that is still running near the highest levels in more than 40 years. Okay, in his annual Jackson Hole, and remember that was about 1980 when interest rates went through the roof, right? They did that, not only went about 2 years, that ran for about 2 years, and then economy normalized. But they weren't in a position that we're in right now. Okay, more money's been printed than in history. This is a unprecedented time right now. Okay, in his Jackson Hole, Wyoming policy speech, Powell added that higher interest rates likely will persist for some time. The historical record cautions strongly against prematurely loosening policies. So these high interest rates are going to continue, warriors. And what that's going to do is the high interest rates, and they're trying to cool inflation. It's going to destroy the job market. He told us, you're coming back to a new economy. I'm going to keep repeating the same things over and over again. I don't care if 2 people are watching this, because what you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. And I'm going to share with you how manipulative these people are. Okay, so we're going to listen to Jim Cramer. These are all puppets, guys. Remember, left, right, they are feathers of the exact same bird. They are answering to the exact same elites, or wherever it goes. That's not good. That's not bad. It just is. You saw what's happening with the Vatican. Most people didn't watch that video. It's not that important, because it's not XRP going to 589. It's not Bitcoin to people saying it's going to go to 300,000. That's why I don't do price predictions. This stuff is extremely important. The Vatican is moving all the money into the Vatican bank account by September 30th. The Shemitah ends on September 26th or 27th. Okay, we're in a 7-year cycle. The markets are super, super volatile right now. You have interest rates skyrocketing, which freaks people out. Money is really expensive now, and companies cannot even afford to operate. So let's watch these folios here. We're going to watch Jim Cramer.
To see if he hit.
So this is Jim Cramer back a year ago, okay, talking about crypto. And I'm going to show you what he said. I think it was yesterday. And then we're going to show you what JP Morgan said a year ago and what they said yesterday. Check this out.
Headquarters to hang out with our friend Jim Cramer, see what he's thinking about before this market opens. And Jim, it does appear that it is going to open down. Is this just a breather? And what do you make of what's happening in the market? And then I'm trying still, even a day later, I know we talked about Bitcoin yesterday, but trying to make sense of where this is all headed.
Well, look, I think it's worldwide. We're catching it here. There's need some more good news. We don't have it. We still want to know about stimulus, but the variants, the vaccine variants that we're having trouble with, I think are very much on people's minds. Look, I happen to think that Bitcoin is exciting. It's something we can talk about endlessly. They're promoters of it. There don't seem to be a lot of sellers of it. We're going to hear from PayPal in an analyst meeting coming up about how it's begun to be mainstream. But I just think that in the end, you have to have some sort of hedge on it, because if you take it and it goes down, I think that you're going to end up saying, why did I use Bitcoin when I could actually transact in dollars? But as far as a way to be able to have a pastiche of things that you should do your cash with, I'm all for it. I think it's almost irresponsible not to include it. Every treasurer should be going to boards of directors and saying, should we put a small portion of our cash in Bitcoin? It seems to be an interesting way to hedge against the rest of the environment. Nice hedge against fiat currency.
But okay, so that was a year ago, right? You heard him. He said you should have it. Look at it. Look at his face right there. You should have it. I mean, he reminds me of Gary Gensler. But anyways, so we go over here and we take a look. This is August 30th, 2 days ago. Cramer says avoid, but watch how their verbiage is exactly the same, right? They're using the same words. You don't think they're sitting behind the scenes saying, all right, tell them to do this now. Tell them to do this now. That's why you need to have a long-term fundamental mindset. That's extremely, extremely important. Sorry, my mic's messed up here, guys. Give me a second. I don't do these edited videos. Sorry. We just do this, okay? So Cramer says avoid all speculative investments like crypto as the Fed stays hawkish. So now all of a sudden, it's so crazy, man. These guys, buy Bitcoin, sell your crypto. Okay, and here we go. JP Morgan, led by Bitcoin skeptic Jamie Dimon, quietly unveils access to half a dozen crypto funds. This was in 2021. Okay, where was this at? This was February 9th, 2021, August 5th, 2021. Then on August 30th, 2022, Jim Cramer says, sell all your crypto. The Fed are staying hawkish. JP Morgan tells you they start adding quietly Bitcoin and other, grayscale funds to their company, to their clients, the richer clients, right? The rich clients. Okay. And then JP Morgan on, what was this date right here? Look at it all matching up. August 29th. So Jim Cramer on August 30th, after JP Morgan, I reported this to you guys already. Kelly says, buy value, sell crypto, hawkish Fed. I'm just showing you guys how crazy this is. That's why you have to come up with your own agenda. It says right here, Kelly's recommendation, steer clear of large cap tech stocks and Bitcoin and selling crypto. So what does this tell me? Okay, super simple. This tells me that there's a massive dip coming. That is amazing opportunity. Follow Robert Kiyosaki, okay? There's a massive dip coming, Warriors, that is going to be a great opportunity for someone with very little cash flow to buy tech stocks, to buy cryptocurrencies, to buy fundamental cryptos, fundamental, real world solve, leadership teams, companies that are going to survive this collapse. You can pick a few winners here that could really, really change your life. That's what they don't want, okay? That's what they don't want. First, they tell their clients to get into Bitcoin. Now they're telling them it's going to go to zero. I mean, it's on and on and on. Long-term, fundamental, okay? Warren Buffett, my favorite saying from Warren Buffett is if you came out of college, or you just say you came out of a high school or whatever, and you had a punch card with 20 investments, and that's all you got the rest of your life, and you studied those 20 investments, guaranteed you become wealthy. Because you would stay focused, you would really dive into them. And that's what we do in the Warrior Academy. That's what my portfolio is all about. I show you my top cryptos and exactly why. I don't hide them from you. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm like, here's what I'm invested in. Here's the things I'm doing. Like right now, I'm looking at HBAR based on Wise Counsel. Okay. But I make I don't jump into things. I slowly get into things. Okay. I have 5 pillars of wealth. 5 pillars of wealth that I focus on. I'm not just in cryptocurrency. I'm diversified in business. I use my leveraged life insurance, precious metals. These are really important things to me. I'm not in this for the short term. I'm in it for the long term. I'm in it to get rich quick. I'm in it to get wealthy for sure. So I just wanted to show you that the constant change. Get away from all that. I'm going to continue to bring that news, but get around a community that will support you. Listen to the right people. If your crypto influencers or crypto creators are constantly changing the narrative, you're not going to get rich quick. You're not. And if you do get rich quick, you better take those profits and put it into something that's secure, that is sustainable, that will build wealth. Because if you have the get rich quick mentality, you're always going to get wrecked. So shorter message today. I just want to show you how crazy this is. Up, down, up. Yes, a collapse is coming. They are going to raise interest rates. And when they raise interest rates, companies do not have cheap money anymore. Companies are struggling to survive. And guess what? They're going to start laying off like crazy. So your safe, secure job is no longer safe and secure. Your corporation does not give a shit about you. All they care about is driving profit for their shareholders. We love you at the Warrior Academy. All we talk about is light, love, and positivity. 7 live calls per week. Okay, 7 live calls per week. 120 cryptocurrency courses, access to my portfolio, exit strategy, and my revolutionary 120-day challenge. Exercise, fitness, nutrition, subconscious mind programming. There's nothing like it in human history. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Go to 3twarrioracademy.com or click the description down below. We'll see you on the other side. Love you guys. Warriors, rise, get your shit together.